Hi, I'm back with another episode of One Thing, where I tell you one thing I liked about a movie that I watched recently or a book that I read recently. This episode is going to be about a book. But before I get to that, I'm Ranee Ann, an author with two pen names, Annalie Nelson and Leanie Brown. And as I mentioned in the last episode, I am recording these as I'm trying to get some muffins made for the week. These are carrot muffins, and I am still in the process of breaking up the pecans to put in it. Pecans, however you want to say it. I know what I mean, and I'm sure you do too. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, I was going to tell you something. I was going to mention this. Hopefully this won't hurt my mic too much, but this is my Jane Austen apron that I am wearing. My sister made it, and it has all the names of the different novels that Jane Austen has written. She has an Etsy shop called Benton Cottage over there on Etsy, and she sells aprons. She's got these, this is a bib style apron, and she's got some other styles as well. I am going to probably, if I remember to, put her link to her store down in the description in case you want to check out some of the things that she has. She doesn't have any Jane Austen ones right now, but she has some really cute Christmas things that are over there. Some that I would really love to have. All right, so today we are going to talk about a new release. This one, see if we can see that. It's a little bit weird lighting there. Okay, it's by Ranee S, and it's called Christmas Lights and Just Mites. Like I said, it's a new release. Get out my notes so that I can remember what I wanted to say. It was a cute, quick read. It's a novella, and it is a new release that I read via a Kindle Unlimited 3-month trial that I have happening right now. So I was able to read it right away instead of having to wait until, get a gift card or something so that I can afford to buy it. It's part of a series, a sports romance series. Oh my goodness, let me see if I can find out the series name for you, because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Houston Pumas Sports Romance, and it is book 4 of 4. I have read, there's some others that go with it that are not counted as the numbers in the Pumas. I've read those, and there's a couple there that I haven't read yet, but I do have them in my Kindle Unlimited library right now. I just couldn't read them when I couldn't afford them. All right, so that's that. I did read it out of order because those two others that I need to read come before this, and I read it out of order because it was Christmas and it was a novella, so that's why I read that. I'm getting down to the last few pecans here. It's an age gap romance. There's about 10 years between the ages of the hero and heroine. The hero is the older of the two. He is a single dad who's just come out of a pretty bad relationship from what you get in the book, and there's more that's told about him in the book previous to this, but like I said, I haven't read that yet, but it is referred to in this book. Still, you could read it out of order and it wouldn't matter. It's still quite enjoyable. The main characters, Ivy and Chad, neither one of them are athletes. They happen to be friends of athletes, so that's how they end up in this series. And it's a side character getting their own story, which I love those. But that's not my one thing. My one thing is a tiny little detail, and likely ridiculous. At one point, Ivy places a delivery order and stresses, "Don't knock, just leave the order at the door." I'm not going to tell you any more about what she orders or where she is when she orders this, because I don't want to ruin anything for you. I don't mind spoilers, but I know there are people who do. when that happened, it was just, let me see if I can get this into words. It was just so real to me because, as some of you might know, I have been delivering for Uber Eats lately, which is one of the reasons why I've been having a hard time finding time to get these videos done. You may have some that'll be done in the car because I spend a lot of time in there right now. But anyway, I've delivered similar items to what Ivy has ordered. And though I've never delivered in the place where she is when she ordered it, I have had many messages that say, please don't knock or don't ring the bell because reason. Sometimes it's just don't knock, don't ring the bell, just leave it. It'll be just like, that's all you get. But other times you'll get a reason like, we have dogs, or it's nap time, or there was once it was, we're sick, you know, so various reasons for why they wouldn't. And for me, just that little, I shouldn't have that so close to my mic. You're probably getting all sorts of lovely sounds from me digging out the crumbs from the bottom of this container. It was just neat to see that little bit of real life because it was very realistic, and I love it when little things like that are so real to life get tucked neatly into a fictional story, and that just adds to the whole world becoming something that could be real. Like it seems like a place where you could go and you could visit these people, and I really like that. And I just love it when a series steps into that place that becomes so real that it's like, oh, these characters are, you know, they're fictional, but it's almost as if they could be real. You know, it kind of bridges that divide between fiction and nonfiction in a very special way, where you still know it's fiction, but it becomes so much more real. Anyway, I've said real too many times now, and I have my pecans into my batter here that I just need to stir in, and that was my one thing for this week. So the book title again is Christmas Lights and Just Mites, and it is by Ranee S. Clark. I have enjoyed all the books that I've read of hers. If you are a Jane Austen fan, she has lots of little things that hint to Austen, some quite directly in some of her stories. So if you are a Jane Austen fan, which is why I showed you my Austen apron, I think you'll really enjoy some of her books, especially this Houston Puma one and the ones that are attached to it. And there's another Christmas one there too that's a takeoff of Sense and Sensibility, so you should look that one up too if you're an Austen fan. Anyway, kisses only, clean romance, and this was a very fun short read, so I hope you get a chance to check it out. Until next time, bye.